Bro, you're lucky to have your digis. You're lucky to be alive.
Yep. So
I don't think the digis were in question.
no.
How's your hand?
It was the it was the part that was right next to the explosion I was worried about.
So I wound up with a TBI.
What?
I know, right?
You look so peaceful.
I hardly got bonked.
How bad?
He's unfortunately the same.
How about, if you don't mind talking about how bad of a TBI, like, because you said it was like an instant brain bleed, I think.
Yeah, so I have to go back. They have to recheck like hearing, vision. I have to do like a cognitive memory test, like all sorts of stuff. Because apparently you can get like long-term, short-term memory loss, something like that. So I had a TBI. I
have that.
Eli still doesn't remember to show
That's
up
why
on
you didn't
time.
give us the address for 3 days.
Dude, because I've been in 3.
No, I totally get it.
Well, I've been in 3.
No. He's
IED
gonna make you
blasts.
feel bad about his
I won't
military
feel
service,
bad.
real quick.
No, I got 3. I've been in 3 IDs and 1 bomber. Oh. So I'm like, yeah.
So your
I
brain's
gotta
like top
dude,
tier.
it's cheese. It's just holes in it. Probably.
Mine's not
like,
cheese. Mine's just nice and smooth. So
yeah, smooth brain.
No
insults,
wrinkles.
insults just slide right off. Just,
If your business partner would have you were like, oh, thank God he made it, and then he came to, and he was like, I'm ready to film another one, boys.
well,
What is that? It's like the end of Ted.
you want to tell them what the first thing I said when I woke up was?
Well, first it was a lot of grunting, but sorry. But the first like
Why?
The
Why
first
did
thing
you
he
do
said-
that when you woke up?
His first word when he came to, Daddy.
so the first thing I could understand that he said was, "Did you get it in high speed?" I was like, "Adam, yes, but also
Yes.
quit asking that." But no,
It wouldn't have been weird if he didn't ask it 8 times after he woke up.
Yeah.
It's like that's the short
The
term memory
dementia
loss.
kicking in.
No, but like, so
You're
like
on your way to being president.
So to put it in perspective, so that kind of test we were doing, normally being off to the sides of the launcher is no problem. But since we were doing a backblast test and there was a head there, since we were doing a test with a head there, we were a little bit worried about if we blew the head up and like bones and stuff went everywhere. So I was laying on the ground, like covering my head, just to, again, safety. So from my perspective, I'm there with my hand trigger for the high speed, waiting for it. I hear a really loud boom, louder than normal. So instinctively, I trigger the high speed. And the first thing I look up, it was like they say, it was like slow motion. It was like this huge smoke cloud. Adam's nowhere, and his helmet's just tumbling out right in front of me. So my first thought was he died. Like that, my first brain process was Adam just died, and then shock set in immediately. Yeah. And his wife was there too. And as I'm getting up to go run up there, I look over at her. I see the same like feeling in her face of like he's gone, like he just got blown up. We didn't see him until the smoke started to move a little bit, and we got up there. And the first thing I see was him moving finally and like struggling to breathe. His face is mangled, blood everywhere, velvet black, like leather arms. And then you can kind of hear some of the audio in the footage, but like
When I first
911 and
when I first saw the footage, that was the haunting part. Is like as soon as it goes up, obviously we didn't see the high speed, we just saw it, but like I just see like, obviously explosion happens.
Right.
And then it's all blurred, and then just like the panic in your voice and the call 911 that made the fucking hair stand up on my arms when I saw it.
You did good on that, and because you weren't trained for that shit.
I did.
You keep us cool to like call 911.
No, I was consciously fighting shock in my brain the whole time because I'm at least aware enough of what shock is and like panic and terror, so I could like feel it creeping in. It's like, no, we got to be helpful. But I didn't know how to be helpful. But then I thought 911. So even on 911, I could give them the address quickly. And then when they asked what happened, that's when my brain was still struggling to know it was real.
That's a soldier right there. He's laughing about it. That's how I know he's deployed.
This part's
He's
pretty
like-
funny though.
Which part?
How you described to the
Oh,
operator
yeah. So
what happened.
because first they asked for the address and everything, and then so like what happened and. But my brain froze up because I was about to have to speak the words of what just happened, and my brain's not even sure it's real yet because I just saw him basically half dead, and I've never seen that before, and so my brain was just like burns, explosion, bomb. They were just like, "Sir, we need help. Like, what happened?" And it was like, I'm half embarrassed by the whole thing because like I couldn't speak
How
fluently
the fuck
what
do you
just happened.
explain to somebody
I don't
else
know.
what just
Exactly.
fucking
And they're
happened?
like, "Sir, what exactly happened?" And finally, I was like, "We had a launcher with a black powder booster, blew up right next to him. So think large firework. Serious burns, broken jaw, probably." And then I was looking at him, describing it, and then I finally could come back and was like, "All right, treating time. Where's the burns? You already stopped the bleeding." Like, finally, my brain started to function, and it took like a minute and a half. And
Did you
it's
have
like,
any sort of medical on site?
We had
I think there was there EMS there?
no one properly trained.
And this is not a slight like, hey, you should have had medical on site.
No.
Like
We were
nobody,
going to.
nobody,
There
nobody
was-
plans for this.
there
This
was
is a
I think there was supposed to be EMS.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was all supposed to be the day before. EMS was on site the day before because that's when everything was supposed to happen.
Yeah, things
and
get
then-
delayed as
yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Well, this is one of
so
those
no,
things
there-
that
there
nobody
wasn't
expects
anything
anything to happen, and like you can't really plan for
So,
how bad shit like that can get.
My medic I'd reached out to them because I've wanted some first aid kit stuff around because guns and stuff. There is an inherent danger involved in it. So I kind of wanted to have some stuff around and like through the Army. I did the TCCC and all that stuff, and I've been very medically minded.
But you were the one on the ground.
Yeah, that's
Makes a huge.
Hey, I
he's
was
like,
doing-
I got this.
No, he's like
I was doing
Shit, he's our medic.
Hey,
I was doing
maybe
self-made.
we shouldn't have
Yeah.
let the medic shoot
Yeah.
the RPG.
No, I woke
You
up.
did self-made?
Yeah, I woke up. And
fuck?
I
My
looked,
boy.
yeah, I looked at my
no
arms.
shit.
Do they train? Yeah, you look for fucking. You're like amputee. I got to put a tourniquet on.
Yeah.
Like fucking now.
No, I looked at my arms and registered burn, and my wife, because I had told everybody where all of the kits are. I had a medium on my front, I had a personal on my rear, and then I had like a backpack style in the bed of my truck. And I was just telling everybody like the whole week, I was like, the bed of my truck, anything happens, somebody get it to the person, and then I will be there, and then the kit will be there. She remembered in all of this. She
Your wife?
runs to my truck.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And
fucking
she has
awesome.
no medical training whatsoever. Runs to the truck, gets the kit, and like as I'm coming to, I look at my arms, I register burns, and then I grab the kit, and I don't know who I was yelling at, but I was telling everybody, I was like, in the center pocket, orange packets, it's the burn mod. Orange packets, it's the burn mod. And was like rifling through it, and I pulled the one out, and I was like, "This is burn gel. This goes on
Yeah,
my
it was-
arms." I was like, "This is antibiotics. Like
It was
I need
it was
these."
weird. Like all of us around him, our brains were going into shock, but his hasn't yet.
Autopilot.
Like he was just.
Well, he's still on adrenaline.
Well, he
though.
was.
Like,
He was
that's-
like physically messed up, but like
Yeah.
his brain was still trying to force his lungs to make words and communicate with us. Like he was treating himself better than we were treating him for a bit until we figured out, okay, this is the layout,
And
this is
then-
all the burn gels. These are the pads we can apply. All that
I
kind of stuff.
kind
that's
of-
fucking wild.
I kind of like remember Bryce, like you like had said something, or maybe I could just kind of sense that you had like you'd like snapped to like a champion, and you had kind of like taken over. And at that point, my body was just like, okay,
Yeah, I was trying. I was.
just back out.
Yeah,
Like,
I was.
Can I sleep? No.
Yeah.
Well,
Good night,
that's
sweet
that's
prince.
also, to be fair, a bit of the TBI where you're just like, okay, head noggin needs to repair.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll see you later.
My electric meatball's misfiring.
My electric meatball.
So
Burns, go tourniquet. There, not on the neck.
yeah, not on the neck. Not on the neck.
No, but like it's
See you later, space cowboy.
But that's,
This is so traumatic. He's like, why are you guys laughing? This
I've-
gave me PTSD. I had nightmares.
Oh man. So
No.
then I woke up in the helicopter, and the first thing I did, I remembered the explosion, and it was the first time I'd actually like realized that I'd blown up. And then I remembered like lifting my arms up and seeing them, and I tried to do it again and realized I was like strapped down. And then my hearing kind of came back, and I was like, okay, I'm in a helicopter. And then I kind of like passed out again, and I woke up in the trauma bay. Fast forward a little bit though, this was super cool. Bryce sends me a screenshot from our the Ballistic High Speed Instagram, and it's a pilot for Vanderbilt Hospital where I was, and it wasn't just a pilot;
Hold
it
on.
was the
Wait
pilot.
a fucking minute.
The pilot.
Vanderbilt Hospital. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
They
in
need to
Tennessee.
stop dealing with fucking YouTubers because I think that's exactly where Scott from Kentucky Ballistic.
Are you serious?
I'm dead fucking serious.
Well,
I
it's
think he
the
got
place
airlifted
to
to
go.
there.
Yeah.
It's the place to go.
So they're like, God damn it, another fucking YouTuber.
So we
he
rented
went to the right place.
Well, we were by Nashville. We'd gotten a private range down there.
Yeah.
So we were like
Yeah.
already close to it.
I seriously
I'm-
think that's the same one. Yeah.
I'm reading the DM. I was
wild.
like, this guy's not a pilot for Vanderbilt. I was like, this is the pilot that flew me. So I DM'd him from my personal, and I was like, dude, I was like, I heard you just saved my fucking life. And he was like, dude, he's like, I can't believe, blah, blah, blah.
I guess he was a fan already.
He was,
and
yeah, he
flew
watched
him.
our channel.
Yeah.
So,
Which is weird.
What an
He was
awkward,
extra fast.
awkward way to meet.
He lands. He's like, oh, okay. We're
I was
watching
like,
the
Talking
video.
unconscious, he works fine. He's like, man, I love that video.
no.
By the way,
Yeah, look it.
So
by the
this
way,
is-
can we grab a selfie?
no, so
Yes,
this is,
He's having
So-
the best. Here, sign this for me. He just takes your hand. Just draws it real quick.
just in my blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about a handprint?
It's in my blood.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
So I got his number. And I just started texting him. I was like, well, I'm stuck here for like a minimum of 2 weeks. I was like, if you wind up here, I was like, I would love to meet you, like shake your hand. I was like,
That's
you
awesome.
guys are awesome. So I got out on a Tuesday. That Monday, he wound up at the hospital. So I got to meet him, and so it's a 3-person crew. He flew me, and then one of the medics, she actually came and got me on the ground, and she was there too. So back to the helicopter. I'm entirely unresponsive. They'd given up on asking me like your name, who's the president, birth date, all that stuff, because I'm just not responding. And they said out of nowhere, it must have been when I like realized what was going on. Out of nowhere, I just went, "Well, this can't be fucking good." And then they were all like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name?" And I was just out again. The only thing I ever said the entire helicopter ride was just me sitting there going, "Well, this can't be fucking good." And then I passed out again. I woke up in the trauma bay.
Well, first off, Bryce, awesome. Well,
Like a
where
champ,
we are,
dude.
you dude,
Like a champ.
amazing
I
job.
feel so embarrassed. I don't.
No,
think I
don't
did
shut
well.
the fuck up,
Dude,
you
most
did
people
good. You don't.
would just like
I can
lock
tell
up
you're
forever.
white enough to see that you're getting very red.
No,
whenever you
my heart hasn't stopped since we watched the footage.
Well, and that's you're not trained for it. Like people out there, most people, all y'all have a great game plan. It's no different than boxing. It's like you have a game plan and you get punched in the fucking
Right.
face.
Yep.
Same for that. You reacted still good. You're like, hey, I gotta calm down. I have to call. I have to be direct. It took a
Yeah.
little bit, but you still got
'Cause, like,
everything
And
It's
the
done.
important part is your cash buddy is still alive.
Yeah, your cash. I mean, sorry.
And I got to keep this guy alive.
That's all he's thinking.
I was like, "It burns, money."
There's no views if he dies.
Well, so we all have a joke that like
you-
if anybody in the group dies, we're all gonna just like capitalize on their memorial merch.
Yeah, we have a merch thing. Like
Naturally.
whoever.
It's an understood agreement. Like Eli, if I fucking die, you and Cody better make bank on my memorial.
Oh,
merch.
dude, it's gonna be that we're selling tickets to the funeral.
So-
It's gonna be stadium seating.
No,
Fucking better, dude. Fucking cash that shit out. I'm not around. I don't give a fuck.
No,
Be
you
nice to
and
my
Lana,
parents. I don't care.
Most people entirely freeze up like long term. You and Lana, like I don't
I'm
know how you
surprised
guys
by
did.
how well
but
she
no,
did.
you guys responded
Like all
excellent.
of our emotions stayed in check until you were up in the helicopter, and then we had a 40-minute drive to the hospital. We were both just like in silence, just like
No, like I've seen people in the TCCC, the Tactical Combat Casualty Care Course, in the military, like it's their second or third time going through, that responded like worse and slower than you guys did. Like you guys did like fantastic.
Well, what's crazy about
Case
like
in point, I'm still here.
yeah,
I can also tell that you
He still has long
actually
john shirts on.
You genuinely care
Got
about him.
blown back into the 90s, but I'm here.
He woke up with long john shirts on. It's his
shell
style.
necklace.
He's
Shell
listening
necklace.
to Corn now. Freak on a leash.
I-
Shell necklace.
shell
Jico
neck.
jeans is crazy.
G-Shock watch.
I can tell you genuinely care about him though, because like the entire time you're talking about it, like
Yeah,
you
I'm
haven't
sorry.
stopped. Like you're
Totally
like
going.
you're going fucking crazy with like your
but
hands, legs.
what's
like,
crazy about like time perception when you're going through something like that is like my memory of the event is all crammed into moment, and then the next thing I remember is after I'd been treating his burns for a while. At one point, I was just standing there with his blood and burn gel and like on my face and on my arms, and just like seeing all these medics run down this hill and people smoke still dispersing, and I'm just like, are we sure this isn't a movie? This is like what is happening?
it's that moment where everything's in like slight slow mo.
Yeah.
You hear like the ringing in your
Yes.
ears, and it's just like
And then like you get like that cinematic, like
Yeah, and then the
Like the
helicopter
helicopter coming in.
It was
and-
like, and
So what did you do? What did you do after?
I threw all my camera equipment into my car as fast as I could and drove to the hospital. Like,
Fuck.
that's all there was to do. Oh, that
Save
was
the high
so. When he asked me, "Did you get it in high speed?" Then it registered in my brain. I triggered the camera, but I haven't saved it. Now I have to go watch it to save it. So while he's laying there, I'm like trying to.
The medics were there. The medics were there.
Hold on. I just picture like burnt charcoal, you just looking like a crispy thing, like a cook. You're just a cooked chicken. The grill's going. We know it's burning. And he's like, hold on.
You guys want to see this?
Holy shit, this is Dude, this looks so good. Dude, it's sick.
And the medics just drop him. I want to see.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, they all come over and you're like, hold on, it's saving.
Hold on, don't step on the cables. Don't step on the cables.
This transcode, oh my God, this is so good. So you can see him passed out at this. Adam, stop making noise. Stop screaming.
It's like, hey, if this is useful, I can show you guys. They're just like, oh
shit. Oh, he's dead.
Which is even better now because now we know that footage. He's running into the doctors, like performing surgery. He's like, have you seen
Will this help?
Does this help?
That recontextualized that conversation real quick.
Yep.
So I woke up in the,
Bryce's like, why are you making light of this?
all in all,
You have to at some point.
yeah.
That's welcome to the club, pal.
Yep.
So all in all, I wound up with a TBI, laceration to the cheek, broke my cheekbone in 2 places. They didn't notate it, but I'm pretty sure it dislocated my jaw.
Oh, for sure.
And then I had a temporal skull fracture with a brain bleed.
Which you said fixed itself?
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk
Oh,
about
they
that.
didn't have to
It's-
take. They didn't have to cut out a segment to
It's
reduce
wild.
it.
I got to talk to the neurosurgeon. It's crazy.
He was
and then I had
impressed.
10 to 15% of my upper
You got that
extremities
good
were-
brain, bro.
Yeah. He's got the smoothest brain of all.
Smoothest brain.
Your brain was
Blast
so
just
smooth
slipped right
and
off.
small. The pressure. There's just no pressure.
If
the
there was
entire time.
If there was a single wrinkle, that would have fucked you up, buddy.
Boy. But there's just so much room in there. It just
Skirted right off.
Stuff goes over that faster than the Autobahn, man.
Any
This-
other podcast would be like, oh my God, your trials and tribulations are so strong. We're like,
We're just
"Man,
like,
you have a
smooth."
smooth brain.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Look at your TBI, retard.
Yeah, nice half smile. Oh, speaking of that, yeah, the nerves in the half right side of my face are dead. They
For
said
how long?
They said it's more likely to come back than not, but they
good.
said it could be days, weeks, months, years. They just with blunt force trauma, they said that they just come back.
So until then, it looks like he's mocking you when he smiles. He's just
I got like the
okay.
Forrest Whitaker, Harrison Ford kind of thing going on. And then
See, I just thought you were smug when I met you, you know?
no.
They call him Ghost Dog.
And then 10 to 15% of my upper extremities were 3rd-degree burns requiring skin grafts.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
Dude, after watching that
was
footage,
pretty
dude, I'm just happy you're here.
Recontextualizes it, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does. Like,
You didn't
I
break
knew
any
it was...
teeth or anything.
That's what I was actually going to wonder. I was like, so all your fucking...
There's like sore still.
No.
but I just got out of the
Your
hospital
teeth
like
are
a week ago.
my
teeth are
teeth
sore?
bones are sore.
God damn.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
dude, well, I mean, that was...
his jaw moved so much that when I saw him, I thought teeth were like coming out. Like it was like
Holy shit.
that's what like really triggered the shock. Was like humans don't look like that.
Humans don't look like that. I mean, he was ugly, but
Did you
like,
push it back in?
No, but you mentioned that. So one of the
Stop
older,
looking weird.
okay,
there.
no,
and you
but-
look like shit on camera.
Hey, buddy,
This is more for you than for me than you.
It's for the
I'm
shot.
tired of looking at it.
He just keeps like rolling my head this way, so it's like,
Stay over there.
Adam, can you make that sound again? I forgot to hit record on sound.
Adam, roll your sleeves down. I don't want to see that.
Oh,